Hey you all, may the good Lord bless you. In this video, you guys, I'm going to be making some jerky in the wild. And a knife company, Paden Knives, I think that's how you say that, Paudin, sent me a chef's knife to review. I haven't done anything with it. This knife, guys, is high carbon stainless steel. I just received the knife, okay? Very nice looking knife. And I'm going to test it out here in this video. So the first thing I always do, you guys, is see how sharp it is straight out of the box. And I'll tell you right now, it seems to me, I don't know if I can get in here and do this or not. Let's see if I cut myself. Whew, gosh. You see that bald spot I just did on my arm? Woo. So, yeah, that thing is shaving sharp. You can see this place right there where I just took the hair off of it. That's straight out of the box. That's unusual for knives to come that sharp right there, you guys. So I will be doing a little review about the knife, cutting some things about it. This is made in China. It's stainless steel, high carbon stainless steel. It has a money back guarantee. It comes with a warranty card. If you have any questions about it, you can email them. That email address, I will put the link up in this video, you guys. Let's see, it has some different sets of knives. These are kitchen knives, by the way. So they sent me the Chef Messer N1 knife, it looks like. But they've got all kind of different ones in here. Bread knives. They got a whole string of knives right there. See if that ain't written in some language that I can understand over here, yeah. Now, the chef knife, guys, the blade length is 8 inches long. The blade is stamped of stainless steel. It is Damascus pattern, hand polished, robust edge ensures a long-lasting sharpness, and we're going to find out about that. It is balanced. The knife weighs less than a half of a bolster design. And these things are recommended, you guys, to be hand washed. They don't recommend you put these things in a dishwasher. For one reason, it destroys knife handles if you put them in a dishwasher, okay? So that's just one of the things that I'm featuring in this particular video. It comes with a sheath to store it in. When you got it in the drawer, that keeps your knife from getting damaged and also keeps you from getting cut. So we will see me using this knife, guys, in this video. And there is no question about it, you all. I haven't sharpened the knife at all. I'm preparing a meal there this evening, and I'm going to cut the jerky up here after a while as well with this particular knife right here. So the knife is just razor sharp straight out of the box. You'll see me, I actually nick myself with this knife and cut myself with it while I'm using it. So, of course, there's going to be an onion in this meal, and the knife has no problem, you all, with sharpness. Very beautiful knife, by the way. I really, really am impressed with the sharpness of the knife, even after I cut myself with it. So you guys, you can definitely make French fries with this knife really, really easy. Look how nice and smooth and thin that I can make those French fries. Now I'm going to make those into fried potatoes, but if I wanted to make French fries, I could make them with this knife right here really, really easy. And you rarely buy a knife from the store, you guys, that comes sharp as a razor. You have to sharpen, sharpen, sharpen on a lot of this junk that you can buy. But this knife right here, straight out of the box, will do its job. Comes in a very nice gift box. Of course, you could store it in that if you wanted to. It probably would be a good idea. Just hand wash the knife. Do not leave it sitting around in a sink full of dishes, so that that you won't ruin your knife. Okay, but they do have a money back guarantee. This thing, I've never seen one come this really uniquely packaged neither. Very beautiful knife. So that's what we'll be using in this video. And of course, you guys, I'm slicing up the jerky. I like to make it about a quarter of an inch thick or less. That way it dries out a whole lot quicker and you don't have to waste that much energy. Watch how the knife, straight out of the box, slices this jerky. It's just a piece of round steak, you guys, from the grocery store. So now you all get ready and go with me to the forest. And we're going to make some jerky in the wild. All right, you all, it's one of these mornings right at the crack of dawn. I'm headed to my cave this morning. We're going to be making some jerky in the wild, so go with me. It's just cracking daylight. You can hear the whippoorwills. And as soon as they heard me talking, they shut up. So we're going to be making some beef jerky. I went to Wally World and got a chunk of jerky. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. We'll also be featuring some kitchen knife that I've got to do a review on. So let's go make some jerky in the wild. Well, you all, it'll be completely sun up here just in about probably 15 minutes, and then you'll be able to see me. I'm about a mile from my destination right now, my cave. I stopped to cut a couple of saplings I'm going to use to hang this jerky on, because down in that valley there's none of these saplings. So let's see what we can find, you guys. We'll get down there and we'll get us a fire going, and we'll get this jerky to smoking. I also have to cook me some breakfast there this morning too. All right, you all, it's looking a little bit better, ain't it? I know one thing, coming through these wet woods, I'm glad I got my high heel boots on up to my knees almost, because the rest of my legs is soaking wet from walking through this cold, wet undergrowth. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. It's 47 degrees this morning here in Bland County, Virginia, guys, at daylight, okay? I don't know what the temperature is going to get up today, but let's get on down to the cave and see what we can get done. All right, you all, first of all, we got to get this fire started right here. This be a slow burning fire. Just a little bitty fire, don't take much fire at all. Won't take much at all. And I've already got some pre-cut hickory. We're going to use some hickory here, you guys, to smoke this. All right, you all, there's the 3 pound of jerky hanging right there. 3 pound of jerky cost me $22, you guys. Now my recipe, apple cider vinegar, salt, and some Dano spice is what that is. It's about, I don't know, a cup of salt and enough vinegar to cover the meat, and that's what it set in overnight. So it should have a really good flavor to it, or it always does anyway. So now I'll get this slow burning fire going here, and so you guys, we don't want a very big fire at all here, okay? You don't want it licking up here and burning your jerky. So this will be a slow burning little fire right here. Unfortunately, we don't have any water in the cave, neither. Down there, so we can't really wet this stuff down like I usually like to do it. I like to keep enough water around to keep the wood moist that I'm going to put on here, like this hickory right here. A little shot of that right there. Well, you all, that sunrise was pretty. It's pretty if we could just see it, but since we're down in this canyon, sun's coming up in the east in that direction right there, so it's casting the light straight over top of us this direction here. Now, as soon as that fire burns down really low to coals, you guys, I'll take some of that hickory and put it on there. And what I think I'm going to do is run up on the flat, take my saw, and find some green birch, and that'll make us a really good smoky fire. But think about it, thousands of years before refrigeration, one of the main ways that the Indians and the white men as well kept their food preserved was by turning it into jerky. So you can see here, you guys, I've made a fireplace. Instead of this being out in the open where it can rain on it, this is like a little fireplace that I created right here against this rock. It holds the heat in there, pushes it back toward the cave where I'm sitting, but it works good. And you can see right over here, I got a smokestack right there. It shouldn't take you guys to dry this jerky right here. It shouldn't take more than 3 hours to slow jerk this jerky right here. I mean, this is hanging right at the edge of the fire. This one's hanging at the edge of the fire. This one is hanging about directly over the fire. So I have to maneuver that one around right there, guys. Just take it and move it back and forth. But if you're out in the open, just build you a rack, an A-frame rack, and hang your jerky up high and put your slow burning fire underneath it. All right, y'all, couldn't find any birch local right here. So what I've done is I got a little old green chestnut sapling to add to that fire, make it real good and smoky. That's what we're doing. We want to smoke, 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 and dry, dry, dry. That's what we're trying to do. Then your smoke is going to add flavor to that meat, because that's just how it's done. Nothing like some steak and potatoes, you all. So far, you guys were 1.5 hours into this journey. And it'll probably take about 4, okay? I just hate to eat in front of you people, but I gotta do it. That's looking good, you guys. Wonderful. All right, you backyard mountain men. Let's see you eat some food like this. Good Lord. Try that steak out there, Carolina, Chris. Goodness gracious, you guys. Mm, mm, mm. I hate to talk with my mouth full, but that's all I can know how to do anymore, you guys. Wow. Steak, onions, and potatoes. Look at that now. Dang on it, Chris, I forgot to bring my hot sauce, and that is just like a no-no. So you're going to have to come and see me one of these days, and we'll come down here to this cave, and I'm going to let you cook a meal in the real mountain man outdoors. What do you think, Chris? Oh boy, you all. That's the mountain man way right there. I'm having steak, I'm having potatoes, and I'm having onions. All of these things were prepared, you guys, at home with the knife that I'm going to show you guys in this video, okay? And I'm going to give it a 100% thumbs up. I haven't found a thing wrong with it. It cuts like a hot knife through butter. It really does. All right, you all, after a couple hours, I took this jerky down off of the racks and I put it on this. I found this old grill in the woods. There ain't no use in letting this go to waste. This right here is a perfect smoking rack right here. Just some old refrigerator rack somebody was cooking on, and I grabbed it up out of the garbage. So now I'm going to use it. And now you can see that the smoking is coming right up through all that jerky all at one time instead of, going around it in the other way. So that stuff is looking good, and man, does it smell wonderful. Man, I hope you all having as good a time as I am. This is a really good experience. You should take your kids to the outdoors, you guys, and do this. Somewhere, take them somewhere down to the river. Just go to, like I did, and go to Walmart and just get you a steak and a piece of meat or something, cut it up and turn it into jerky. The kids will enjoy learning how to do it. They'll learn how to preserve their food. And that's what it all is really, for me, is all about, you all. My generations is going away. If I don't teach people what to do and how to do it, these things they will just go away. So that's what my channel's all about anyway. So I'm gonna get over here and this jerky's almost done. I'm gonna taste test it here in a minute. And there's one thing, you guys, about the rack here. You can turn this stuff. This jerky, you guys, is just about the way I like it. I don't like it so hard your false teeth get ripped out of your head while you're trying to eat it. Definitely a whole lot lighter than I was, you guys, coming in here. I probably weighed 25 pounds coming in here. Now I don't even weigh 10. Anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did showing you how to do this. That's how you make a jerky in the wild. Be sure you check out the link for this knife that I'm going to advertise on this particular video. I would appreciate it. They're not paying me to do it. They're just giving me the knife, okay? But anyway, may the good Lord bless you. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day.